Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams, or the post-Strike Streams, I suppose I should be saying. Sunday edition, not Xander Day, although yesterday wasn't really a Xander Day either, was it? But hello there, welcome, lovely to see you all. Did you remember that it's the 21st night of September? I did, because that's how and why I made that joke. One of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song. So chat, my lovely chat. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend so far. We only had a brief stream yesterday for reasons that we may or may not get into. We didn't have enough people to play. It's actually that simple. But look, hopefully we have more people here today to play, basically. Doop-a-doop. Let me just get the old spreadsheet arena prepared. Be prepared. Oh wow, loads of people here today. If people could click like on the video or the stream, it would just help so much. Like, there's so many of you here right now. And this would be very helpful. So let's get into the game. As you can see, I have been doing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, part of my sort of quick and dirty playthrough series. That makes it sound more salacious. It's just I'm playing the games quickly. I'll talk about it later because I didn't really get to talk about much of anything yesterday. But yeah, I did Pokemon Regular Diamond earlier in the week, and so I was like, I want to see if I could do it on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and on Pokemon Shining Pearl. Like, I actually want to do both games if possible, but we'll have to see how it goes. I'll just say I've got 7 gym badges. I have beaten Team Galactic. I have caught Dialga, and I am now right outside Sunny Shore City, and I've only been playing for, like, I don't know, between 5 and 6 hours. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild how quickly you can do things when you just do the things that you need to do. It's really wild. On Lara, 17,697. That sounds like the 15,000, like the 17,697 candles or something. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh yes. Oh, the wormhole writing's really fun. But anyway, Bark. But yes, you did it. I taught the maths. The maths. I said that the maths would pay off. On Lara, I'll tell you my Horde shiny hunting story later as well. But we do need to get into the game. Actually, I mean, we're only like a few minutes into it. But anyway, got to make sure I do the right profile, which is this one, because I'd switched profiles. No, but you'll get better. Like, I promise, you'll get better if you keep doing it over and 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 over. I got all the wormhole shiny Pokemon as shiny. I'm sure you will too. Your uncle is married now. Mazel tov. No, but congratulations. That's wonderful. Well, happy marriage to your uncle. That's really cool. And Kevin, you watched the Demon Slayer movie today. It was great, if a bit long, he says. But no, that's cool. That's cool. I do find anime movies have, like, interesting pacing, generally. It's why I've kind of quite enjoyed the Pokemon movies, because they're, like, so short. Right, anyway, chat, my lovely chat. So many things to talk about, so many of you here today. We'll actually talk about stuff today, I'm sure. But chat, can we... you already successfully located and hunted register Nary setting for Latias. But the resets are really quick, aren't they? So hopefully that's okay. Oh gosh, though. Okay. So chat, my lovely chat. We've got the game up. So let's do. Hang on. Template. Oh wait, what the heck? Oh, my message didn't send. Okay, never mind. Okay, so chat, our current tickets are for Thunderous, Stack Attacker, and Celesteela, okay? We do have Nihilego as well, but we can figure that out later. Could you please let me know, if you are able to do any of them, Thunderous, Celesteela, and or Stack Attacker, could you please let me know if you are available to do them, if you can do them, all that lovely stuff. Ready, set, bow! And then there we go. So let me know. We'll see who's here, who's available. I am just going to start adding some names to the spreadsheet in a preliminary manner because I'm like anticipating. It's like if you're here, I can't imagine why you wouldn't be playing along. So let's see what we've got. Oh, the 4 people I had put in have all, but not the first round because of dinner. But let's see. Okay. Celesteela Thunderous. Okay, so maybe we'll go with like a Thunderous first. Okay, yeah, why don't we... Okay, so why don't we have Onlara, Sky, and Kieran for a Thunderous, and then I'm just going to put Kevin in Team 2-2. And then that should be good. That's the ballet team. Get it? 2-2. Anyway, bad jokes aside, please like the video if you haven't already. And let's do this thing. So please let's make sure that we are connected to the internet. I'm sorry I require nutrients, but does your internet require nutrients, Kevin? Okay, sorry. So we're connected to the internet. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say anything goes, unless you're me. I'm going to select Thunderous. And Kiba. What is your news, Kiba? 0921 and then 0207. How's that for a code? But yeah. So chat, for those of you last week who heard me say that I did horde hunting in Pokemon Omega Ruby in the search for a shiny Spinder, because the only way to get a shiny Spinder in Pokemon Home is to get one from an older game. If you play Pokemon Go or Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, you're not allowed to put your Spinders in the game. It sucks. I don't know why that's a thing. I hope that they fix that in a future generation. You guys know this. Ice and rock are really good. Defensively, ground types are brilliant. Lightning Rod, Cantonian Raichu, and Manectric are brilliant. Shout out to Voltabzorb Pokemon, Lantern and Jolteon. Grass, Dragon, and other electric types resist as well. And then Thunderous itself has Sludge Wave, Rain Dance, Weather Ball, and Thunder. So, sorry. I had dinner only 20 minutes ago. And so talking this much directly after that is not a good idea. But I was busy playing Brilliant Diamond. Yeah, Sludge Wave, watch out for that. Rain Dance and Weather Ball, watch out for Water-type Weather Ball. Watch out for 100% accurate Thunder. And just watch out if we change the weather to anything else, because that can be a problem. Right, let's do this thing. These all suck. Tauros is pretty good. I'm weirdly going to go for Magmar just because it'll be a good Dynamaxer, and maybe I could set up the sun or something. I don't know. Oh, Kiba. An open casting call for one of your favorite game shows, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, nice. That's really cool, Kiba. Oh, well, fingers crossed. Good luck. Why is that Spinder specifically? I think it is just because of the dot pattern, and there's obviously something about how they programmed the early games and how they program it in the late games that just is incompatible. Incompatible! So yeah, I don't know. There is a Roselia to the left, which I am super effective against. But let's see. Dugtrio is a ground type, but there's ice on the left, so we can go for Glalie. And then there's ground in the top right. But it is a Seismitoad. Oh, but there's rock in the top left. Is the rock a good rock type? I can't see what it is. Is it a... Oh, it's Armaldo! Armaldo! Let's go! So we could have Armaldo. And actually, Roselia does resist Thunderous as well. So we could have, Roselia, Glalie, and Thunderous. Just throwing that out there. I have my dinner before the stream. That's the difference. But Armaldo would be neat. I think so too. Right, I'm going to Dynamax. I'm going to Fire Blast. We're going to scorch this thing with the power of 1,000 suns in the palm of my hand. Except I'm not playing in handheld. I'm playing in docked mode. Okay. Chat. So I said to you guys, gals, non-binary pals, that I was hunting for Spinder like last week, and I told you I got the Spinder, and I said that I went over odds for the Spinder as well, which was very frustrating. So I went over odds for Spinder, and basically when you do an archaic shiny hunting method, and you go over odds, it's usually a sign to not really do that method. And I've sort of said, like, this is kind of why I didn't do, like, shiny hunting until Pokemon Go and the Switch. However, I lied. I lied. Because the thing was, by the time I finished my shiny hunt, it wasn't really a good time to do a Pokemon Diamond playthrough. I had like a session in the middle of the week, and I was like, I don't want to be in the middle of a playthrough when I'm like preparing for my session and stuff. I'll wait till after my session to like do my other, to do my Pokemon Diamond playthrough, which I'll talk about in a bit later. So I was kind of like, well, what can I do in like the couple of days I have? Like, what do I do on like Monday and Tuesday? And I was like, well, I could do more horde hunting, because there was one Pokemon. The thing with the horde hunting is that on like almost every route in like the game, like if you do like horde hunting, like 3 Pokemon can appear on the route. And in truth, this is even true for Spinder. You can get Spinder or Skarmory, but the difference is that Skarmory has like a 1 in 20 chance of appearing, so it's like, it's essentially, you're just hunting for Spinder, essentially. But there's not really like a way to reliably pin down any other Pokemon in quite the way you do with Spinder, except for Whismur. In the Verdant, in Verdanturf, Rustburrow, so the Rustturf Cavern, or Rustturf Tunnel, sorry. In the Rustturf Tunnel, you can 100% horde encounter Whismur. Yeah, good question. Hang on. I want to stick around for Glalie. Like, I'm good to stick around for Glalie because I'm a fire type. I'm just thinking, if we're doing Armaldo and we've got Glalie, I think Berserker should stay. I would say maybe Beartick. Maybe if we get rid of Beartick. We don't have to switch to this, I suppose. There might even be some science later. This is fine. Is there any science? If we go for Glalie... Oh no, we can't go for our Glalie and Armaldo. Oh crud. Oh, who do we go for? Do we go for the Armaldo? There are berries in a backpacker. Oh gosh. Oh, this kind of sucks. Yeah, because Sandstorm is better than Ice. Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize the path was so, like, that it skewed to the right so much. And we don't like that here at Beauvo Games, when the path does that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Muscle Band, Wide Lens, Blunder Policy. I'm just going to go with a Bright Powder here. Okay, so actually I probably could have switched, couldn't I? But oh well. Now that we're not facing an Ice type. But yeah, in fairness, this is just all around a bit, like, lousy. I think lousy is a good word to describe this whole thing, really. Like they're good Pokemon, but they're all divided up in a way where it's not really clear which way is the best way to go. But maybe I'll switch for this Haunter. Because I don't really want the Magmar for Armaldo, so... And then, because Sky's in 4th place, right? So Sky could get the Armaldo. I know that Beartick isn't great against Armaldo, but it does have a water move, so, like, that's something. I'm going to go with Fire Blast. Hopefully it hits. We've got a 17 in 20 chance of this being absolutely fine. And a 3 in 20 chance of it not. But anyway, I had a couple of days, and I didn't really want to try and do, like, another DS playthrough. So I was like, I'm going to do more horde hunting. And the one Pokemon that I was kind of interested in that was attainable with horde hunting was Whismur. So I was like, well, why don't I go for Whismur? Because, like, mathematically, if I went over odds on the Spinder, if I try and get 2 Whismur, I should have more favorable odds on these other 2. on these other 2 shiny hunts. So I got my 3DS back out and I did horde hunting for Whismur. So the first one, I got Whismur after 5,645 encounters, which is like, you know, 1,500 more than you would expect kind of thing, than like the shiny rate. Also, well done Team 1, very nicely done. I think I am going to switch to this Haunter if that's okay. Just because I suck against Armaldo. Doesn't Beartic have Slush Rush? Ooh, that's a good question. I actually can't remember what ability it has in this mode. We'll have to check in a sec. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Don't switch Beartic. Switch someone else. That's a good idea. Yeah, sorry. If you wanted to switch Berserker for Haunter or whatever, that's also fine. But I'm gonna switch. Yeah, on Lara, why don't you switch for the? Oh, right, because Tauros has a ground move. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm being a ding-dong. Sorry, this is what happens when you play this mode once a week. Yeah, on Lara, if you switched for the Armaldo, you could send it flying to the ground, and then Kieran could hit it with... Because Tauros has, like, Stomping Tantrum or the other one, right? High Horsepower, right? So then we could... Yeah. And then yeah. So maybe that, sorry, that's a better idea. Yeah, so I kind of forgot that, like, no, but the Beartic is, I just kind of looked at the fact it had not much health. But yeah, it is super effective against a Thunderous, so yeah, never mind. But yeah, does that sound, oh wait, we didn't, oh yeah, Glalie would have been good. Yeah, like, we could have had Glalie and Beartic, but then... I suppose we could have had Glalie and Seismitoad, which could have been a good team. But I like this Armaldo... I kind of like this Armaldo thing more, because we're hitting it on, like, the physical side. Although Glalie's physical as well, actually. I guess we could have had Glalie and Armaldo... we could have had Glalie and Beartic and Seismitoad, and that could have been quite fun. But then Tauros wouldn't have had anything to do. So, oh well. See, that's why this path is annoying, because there are sort of good options, and it's just not really clear which one is, like, the better one. I could have tried putting this to sleep, but I just didn't want to risk it. I feel like we're probably going to beat this in 2 turns if we all attack it. See, look, there's that. Right, Stomping Tantrum. Oh, come on. You went for, like, the correct Pokemon. Couldn't you have got some, like, weak critical hit on Tauros and then triggered its anger point? And then we could, like, close combat it for the win. But, oh well. Glalie does have 80 all around. It's annoyingly average. I think when it Mega Evolves... I can't remember what stats go up when it Mega Evolves, because it can't be... I don't know, I think it might just be like 20 in each stat, to be honest. Right, we want to catch everything. You don't want to catch them, but... No, you do want to catch them, but you don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Forgetting my own catchphrases. So anyway, the first Whismur I got in 5,600... Spinder, I got in 5,645 encounters, which is about 1,500 more than you needed than the 4,000 you need. The 4,096 that you need. But I was like, mathematically, I should kind of, you know, have more favorable odds if I do 2 more shiny hunts. And I needed a Whismur and I needed a Loudred. I don't need Exploud because I got it on the Strike streams. But so I went in and I did like a day of shiny hunting, and I did not get it under odds. I didn't even get it on odds. I went over the 4,096 encounters. I was very annoyed and disheartened, and I worried how bad my luck was going to get. I even posted about it on social media. And then just 4 encounters later, I then got, or sort of 4 horde, 4 like sweet scents later, I actually then did get the Whismer, so I got it in 4,205 encounters. So that was like a little bit over average, but I was like, if I do one more though, mathematically, if I do another one, if I get one for the Loudred, mathematically, I should be like under odds. Right, Facade, nice. Hex, what's that coming over the hill? Is it a Hex bug? Right. Smackdown, so Tauros can now use high horsepower, which is very good. Okay. And then, so then I went Whismer hunting, like, for one more day. Like, I sort of wasted my Monday or whatever, just doing all these, like, hordes for, just to be, like, a little bit over odds anyway. But, like, mathematically, I was due to be under odds. The odds of me not being under odds were low, okay? And I got it in 2,045 encounters, so that was much, much better. I did do the maths of like how likely I was to have each of these things happen. So like for me to go the like 1,129 hordes, like without an encounter kind of thing, was about like 74%. The odds of going the 841 hordes that I did was 64%, but then the 409 hordes was only 38%, so that kind of worked out. Also, dang it. Right, here's the Hex. But we should have this now, right? Smackdown. And one more ice should be very nice. Kevin, I hope you finished your dinner. Because we just beat a Thunderous. Team 1, well done! If you have not yet clicked like on the stream, now would be an amazing time to do so. It might be time for Bo to shame his fans, but it's actually time for the Nightbot 22-minute game. I sort of looked at the clock and I was like, oh, both things have overlapped. So stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in, and we should have at least 9 likes on the video. So hopefully we have at least 9, if not 10, maybe, who knows. Those are some good stars and sparkles. So yeah, but so I did get my 2 Whismers. It kind of used up my days nicely. 12 likes, well that's very good. Okay, so Roselia is a Nozelia. Haunter, you can't spell Haunter without nah. But and with with an H. Armaldo is an Armol. No, I want shiny Armaldo. I need shiny Armaldo. Don't make me go back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. But will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? No, dang. I wanted that. Wait, Kara got shiny Armaldo! Let's go! Armaldo! Yes! That's fantastic! Congratulations, that's a good one! That's a really good one. Oh, I love it. Congrats! Okay, hang on. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Let's just check Sassy. And Quiet. And Hardy Har, and another Hardy, 2 Hardys, a Dupe. I tell you, there's always a Lax, a Gentle, or a Dupe. But yeah, I'm gonna, in honor of Kieran, I'm saluting 07. I will get the non-shiny Armaldo. I was tempted to get the Haunter, but I'm gonna go with the Armaldo. And that's very cool. So there we go. So, welcome back. Would you like us to record Thunderous? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. Could we please, we'll see who's around and who's available and stuff. Could you please let me know who is available for, let's just go with like Stack Attacker and Celesteela for now. We'll figure out the Nihilego of it all later, okay? Because I don't know how many people we've got, so we'll just see if... and Ready, Set, Bow, and all that stuff. Let me know. Okay, so Onlara can do Celesteela, because we'll figure this out. we should in theory have like a keeper and a Kevin and a person with a face. With a $5 super chat. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's really kind. And stars add sparkles, sparkles add stars. Thank you, person with a face. That's really kind. That's very kind. So let's see. Sky is a strike. Okay, so Sky and Onlara can only do Celesteela, so they absolutely need to be on a team together for a Celesteela. And so must Kiba. Okay. Kevin, I know this sort of... Hey, Kevin, I just met you like 4 years ago, and this is crazy, but even though you're a Strike 0, could I maybe ask you to not join in on this one? Because I actually don't know if we've really got enough people for a stack attacker. So, can we just do the Celesteela that I know we have? Like, I can see a Celesteela right in front of me here. Because also, Kevin, you can do... No, you can't do Nihilego, can you? We'll figure this out. But the thing is, we'll probably be doing Thunderous like a second time, so you can do that as well. But yeah, just because with the Celesteela, we have the... Why is this not allowing me to select Kiba? My spreadsheet's not allowing me to select Kiba. This is blatant anti-Kibaism if I have ever seen it. That's really weird. It's not letting me... Okay, that was odd. Don't like that. But yeah, so for Celesteela, let's have on Lara, Kiba, and Sky, because they can all do Celesteela. And then we'll figure out what the heck we're doing for Stack Attacker in like 20 minutes, okay? Oh, what the hell? Don't know why that was blocked. But there we go. So does that sound okay? Does that make sense? I know, Kevin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you now have like heartburn from eating too quickly. But yeah, so is this okay? Team 2 on Lara, Sky, and Kiba. We'll switch a Kieran for a Kiba, and then Team 1 is almost identical. But if that sounds good, we will go with that. So Team 2, let's make sure we're connected to the internet. Bennett is online. And let's talk to the nice lady. Let's say that anything goes, but while the rest of us select Celesteela. And then we'll get a Celesteela going. 0921. And then 0228. So 0921, 0228. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. And let's do this thing. So I did get a Whismur and a Loudred. Huzzah, I have now completed that evolutionary family. But I am done with Pokemon Omega Ruby. I went back to my speedy playthroughs. I did Pokemon Diamond, where I picked Chimchar, and I basically played the game with Chimchar and then, like, Dialga at the end. What was a funny thing? Funny thing was, the funniest moment I can remember was facing off against Fantina, the 5th gym leader. Wait, hang on, who's Leon? Who's Leon? Wait. Who's Kiba? Have you created a new account, or do we need to do the thing? Hang on, I am gonna... No, okay. Hang on, let's quit then, because Kiba, you are due next. If I said... Okay, if I said, do you guys know what code I will now pick, right? Do you know what code I would... I'm gonna trust that you know the code that I'm gonna pick, sort of thing. But hang on, so let's go Celesteela. I will sort of clue you in a sec, but I just want to make sure, because Kiba, like, it's just, you like, hadn't played, and it's like, well, I don't know. Hang on a sec. Let's do, hang on, let's go like this. Right, so let's go, so we'll do the first bit, you know, And then the second bit, yeah. Second bit should be... The second bit should be like halfway. Wink, wink. But if you... So hopefully... The second half of it will be 0230, okay? So the second half is 0230. Right, Sheridan. Oh, you can hit invite others now. That was Kiba just joining. Sorry, I hadn't actually said like I'm going in, am I? So then we just need Sky. If you need the second half of the code Sky, let me know. Okay, you're in. Excellent. Right. So Celesteela, it's like a Skarmory, so we need to hit it with like fire and electric. And then that should all be good. Okay. Hopefully this all works. There we go. These are all kind of rubbish, aren't they? I'm gonna go with Celio just because I don't know, so I like Celio. But yeah, fire and electric. So I know I normally do let guest players in, but it's one of those things where like we only had like one person who hadn't played, and like they didn't even get to be in the lobby. So, but hopefully they can join chat and they can join us on the so guest Leon, if you are out there, you can absolutely join us on the next one. It's just we had already arranged the team for this one, and so I don't want people to miss out. So, but you can absolutely join in like 20 minutes. Okay, Charger Bug to the left. Let's... these kind of suck. Do we have any... Oh, wait, is that a Dedenne to the left? That might be a Dedenne. And then another Armaldo. Armaldo does have Smackdown, and we can use like Earthquake and stuff with that, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I just went left because Charger Bug is an electric type and it has its ability that boosts special attacks. So, like, maybe, you know, there's something here. Right, I'm gonna hit this physically with a physical Max Geyser. Oh, we do actually. I'll tell you what's interesting. We do have like a water team here, and so there are like some potential like rain strats we could use here. Just power, like we could just like set up the rain and then attack it with like a load of water moves. But yeah. But anyway. So yeah, I did, but Pokemon Diamond. So I was facing off against Fantina, the ghost leader, who is French. And she. So what happened? Oh yeah. So I got down to, I think it. I can't remember if it was. I can't remember whether it was like my Empoleon or... No, I didn't have Empoleon. No, I had, sorry, I had Infernape. Empoleon's in Brilliant Diamond. I had my Infernape, and I had, like, hit it with, you know, like a Fire Blast or Flame Wheel or whatever move I had. And I thought I was going to KO it. And then it, like, lived on one, like, on, you know, like a couple of HP. And I was like, oh, no, it's going to KO me here if it uses the right move. And it used a Shadow Claw. And I was like, oh, crud, that's probably going to be just enough to do it. And then I lived on 1 HP and I managed to get the win. Like, it was the only Pokemon I had. It's real kind of just use your starter type stuff. But yeah, I managed to win on like 1 HP against Fantina. Like somehow I survived against her. It was really wild. But was having an Empoleon complex for a second. Very good, very good. No, that's the thing. So yeah, on Diamond I wanted to... Well, the thing is, it would have been better to have played on Pearl than on Diamond, because Palkia is better than Dialga. Or at least like for that game. But, so I would have preferred that. But I got through. I did like use a couple of items at 1 or 2 points, like against Cynthia, because the thing is, in Diamond and Pearl, for those who don't know this, in Diamond and Pearl, I don't know if this is the case of Platinum, and it's absolutely not the case of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, the moves that trainers use are just random. Like, there's no smart AI or anything like that. I don't know why they did this. It's kind of wild to me. It is so wild that, like, basically the reason Cynthia is difficult is because her team is stacked full of, like, really good Pokemon with really good moves. But they just use them randomly. So, but basically, like, her Garchomp got lucky with using good moves, basically. So I did, like, use a heal, like 1 point or whatever. But again, I'm not trying to play it, like, without any items or anything like that. I'm just trying to, like, beat the game kind of quickly. But yeah, and I beat the game in like less than 8 hours, so that was pretty fun. So I had a good time with it. Again, it's funny how quickly you get through. It's just like some of the middle section is like really long, and then there are like a couple of trainers that I probably shouldn't have fought, or I wasn't really that prepared for, that like took a while or whatever. But amazingly, Crash Awake was like not a problem. Like I thought I was gonna have to fight him like a few times, but actually it was fine. Maybe we might want to switch here for like someone should probably switch it. Like probably the Barbaracle should switch it because of low health. Because it is an electric type and it is pretty good. Is anyone gonna switch? I can't. Okay, yeah. Because I can't remember what else we're gonna fight against is the only problem. There was the Armaldo, right? Let's see. Seeking... Oh, Dedenne. Oh, Dedenne. Oh, yeah, we can do Dedenne and... Yeah, we could do, like, Armaldo. Because, like, Maractus isn't very good. And what's the other grass? Ivysaur. So, shame we don't get to do some science. That would have been fun. Question is... Sorry, I should have made more of a plan, shouldn't I? But it's just hard to know... Like, do we want Sky to have the Dedenne so that we have, like, Electric in 4th place? But it does mean we're giving up Tentacruel, who will be good against Armaldo. But yeah, that is what I was thinking though. Like have, that is what I was thinking though. Like have because Dedenne has Thunder, which like isn't really that good or reliable. But if it has Max Lightning, that's very very frightening. So was about to pick science before I realized the fairy was Dedenne. No, I forgot. I kind of forgot the fairy was Dedenne because it said fairy. And because to be honest, it kind of looked in like the fog and stuff. It kind of kept looking like an Alcremie, and I was like, oh wait, no, it was Dedenne. We wanted that. Okay, good. It used electric on the not water types. I like that. I like it when they do that. I like it when they use the move on the wrong Pokemon. Okay, I'm not going to get a cheese freeze here, but nevertheless, I don't care. I just needed something strong. I can use Brine on the next move. Like, next move is Brine time. But yeah. Ooh, okay. And then we get the nice special defense boost. So this means if it does use Thunder on any of the water types, we should be in a better position. But yeah. It's Brine time! I say remove the Dunsparce and keep the Tentacruel and set up Rain for Thunder. Oh! That's an interesting idea. That could work. And you'd have the Max Lightning very, very frightening for the Armaldo. We could do that. That does work. On Lara, you've got the Dunsparce, right? I mean, if you're happy with that, like, so Sky, if you're happy to keep the Tentacruel, And if, yeah, because you've got Tentacruel. Yeah, so Sky has Tentacruel. So if you're happy keeping Tentacruel, and Onlera's happy keeping, Onlera's happy switching for the Dedenne, then we could do that. We could do, like, Rain and Thunder strats. You do miss out on, the only thing you do miss out on is you do miss out on having, the slightly stronger attack for the max lightning, very, very frightening, and the setting up of the terrain. But the water would power up Tentacruel's moves and Celio's moves. Like, if I keep Celio, then that's a thing we could do as well. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do we... I do think Max Lightning is strong for Dynamax. Yeah, I kind of think that too, to be honest. Unless we just do Tentacruel for Dedenne and then Armaldo... and then Armaldo for Dunsparce, but... Okay, Sky... Okay, yeah. Okay, so Sky... So Sky, yeah, Sky's got Dedenne. So yeah, if we do Armaldo... And then if Onlera has the Armaldo... Honestly, that works. That works for me. I do think that having the Max Lightning is... That's probably the... That's the thing. The extra damage from, like, Stab Electric and then Stab Terrain Electric probably is stronger than just, like, the boosts given to, like, a physical Tentacruel and a Celio. So I don't mind this. And Armaldo can use Smackdown and then Stomping Tantrum, which is good. And Charger Bug could... No, I was going to say it could use Dig, but he just wants to use Electric, doesn't it? Because Stab. But yeah, no, this works. Yeah, this all works fine. Yeah, Armaldo, we have not seen an Armaldo for a while. So anyway, so I got Whismur and Loudred. I beat Pokemon Diamond in, like, under 8 hours, mainly using Infernape. I think I beat the Elite Four on first try, now that I think about it. So that's pretty cool. What was like the hardest? There was. Oh no, I was gonna say, what was the hardest fight in Diamond? No, I know the hardest fight that I had. I know the hardest fight that I had in Diamond. I can't remember if there was, like, something I should have done. I feel like there was, like, maybe some. I think I, like, had a bit of bad luck though as well. But basically, the thing that really sucked, it was really hard, I had to, like, reset on, like, Cyrus a few times, because I just sort of had, like, bad luck with him. And what really, like, he was annoying. But the thing about resetting for him is you have to do, like, the Mars and Jupiter duo fight with the Munchlax. So I had to do that, like, I had to do that fight, like, 3 or 4 times. And then I had to, like, do the Cyrus fight, and it was just, that was very annoying. That was, like, the toughest part of Diamond. And then right now I'm doing Brilliant Diamond, where, like I said, I'm up to Sunny Shore City. The hardest part of... But this time I'm playing with Piplup, because I was like, there's another Pokemon I can get and that I can use in the playthrough. So I was like, I'll go with Piplup, because that can kind of cover for... Like, Piplup is good, but it needs help with its weaknesses, and so that's why I was like, I'll use Piplup on Brilliant Diamond, because I can cover its weaknesses with another Pokemon, because you get, like, the experience all in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, so I can have more than one Pokemon in my team and still have it, like, level up. But I did miscalculate something, though. And there was something I didn't quite realize. There was something I had forgotten about. But the thing that the thing that messed me up in the Piplup run in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl so far, but the thing is, I still think the Elite Four is probably going to be worse. Like, the Elite Four could just be where my game ends. Using these, like, you know, like the two Pokemon I plan, the 2 or 3 Pokemon I plan on using are probably not strong enough to beat the BDSP Elite Four, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, Celesteela, here we are already. Somehow we are here already. I am going to Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. But we should be all right though. And then we can brine, and then it can be brine time on turn 2 if I live. But no, the thing that's been hard so far, at least until I get to the Elite Four, was Gardenia. And now I didn't think Gardenia would be hard because I was like, yeah, but I'm going to have a different Pokemon for Gardenia. If I were doing it, if you're ever doing a speedy playthrough of Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, and you choose Piplup, here's the thing you want to do. You want to catch a Ponyta when you get to Oribird City, and then just have it in your party and like collect experience. I did not do that. But I wish I had. Because the Pokemon I'd planned to use was, you can get like a traded Abra in Rustboro City, and this Abra is an amazing Pokemon to use in your playthrough, but it's not amazing to use for Gardenia. Why? It evolved into Kadabra, it knew Confusion, it was a very strong Pokemon. The problem is, it didn't obey me! I didn't think that because I didn't have any gym badges, that it wouldn't obey me! I didn't realize this! And so I had to rely on loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of luck. Because Prinplup was strong enough to beat the Cherubi and the Turtwig, but it wasn't strong enough to take on Roserade! So I really needed, like, Kadabra to just obey me and use a move or two. That's all it took. So yeah, that was a nightmare. I had to reset so many times. I genuinely thought I might have to, like, start the game over again or just switch to a Chimchar run on a Shining Pearl or something. But I did it. But yeah, if you're ever doing a dirty playthrough, a quick and dirty playthrough of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with a Piplup as your starter, get a Ponyta, let it level up in the background. You can still use your Piplup for like the Turtwig and the Cherubi, but like you need to have something to take on the Roserade. You just need to have something to take on the Roserade. It was but yeah. Oh no! How many lives have we lost? Ooh, okay. So not ideal. But we... Oh, it's attack! It's attack is his best thing? Oh, no, that's it! Game, set, match! What the heck? What happened? What happened? To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention, because I was sort of busy talking about how annoying Gardenia is in a Piplup playthrough, but... What the heck? Okay, Chargebug no, Dedenne no, Armaldo is an Armol no. Yeah, that sucks. So no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles, and then careful, bold, and bashful. I'm gonna go with the Armaldo, because you can never have too many Armaldos, apparently. I know, Kevin, do you want to be on a Celesteela team? Chat, can we do a quick, like, who can do Celesteela, who can do... Maybe we could have, like, a Kieran, Kiba, Kevin Celesteela or something like that, depending on who's around, and who, although it depends on who can do Celesteela. But, because couldn't Kiba only do... No, whatever. I think, but would that be okay? And then we'll figure out whether we're even doing a stack attacker. If Leon's around, if Leon wanted to subscribe and is around this time, but just, like, we decided on the team and, you know. But yeah, could you guys let me know the situation with Celesteela and Stack Attacker? I imagine it's going to be one of those things where we have several strike ones or zeros who can do Celesteela. But yeah, and if you haven't clicked like on the video, now would be an amazing time to do so. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so we've got Kieran. So let's have Kieran and Kevin. Kieran and Kevin. And then if Kiba's around and can do a Celesteela, yay. If not, then we will do some Nightbot random selection between Onlara and Skywatcher. Or maybe we could just say Onlara... Oh, no, wait. It depends on if Sky can do Nihilego. If one of you can do Nihilego, I will ask that person to sit out. But we'll just see if Kiba's around first still. And then we'll take it from there. Okay, Sky can do Nihilego, so maybe I might ask Sky to sit out just because Sky could, like, then do a Nihilego. What is wrong with this spreadsheet today? This is really annoying. It won't allow me to select, like, the bottom of the spreadsheet. Like, so if I, like, have a drop-down box and it gives me the options, the bottom option, like, overlaps with, like, my menu choices, and it's just really annoying. Like, I literally can't select, like, my bottom option. Okay. So, yeah, why don't we have... Yeah, because Kiba's not replying, so I'm going to give this to Onlara. So let's have Kieran, Kevin, and Onlara for Nihilego. For Celesteela, sorry. Celesteela, and then don't get ahead on your sentences, Bo. And then we'll do, like, Kieran... and like Sky for a Nihilego or something, and then we'll bring Kevin back at the end, I'm sure. Also, now the spreadsheet's just not working, which is just fantastic. There we go. Lovely. Okay. So here we go. Kevin, Kieran, and Onlara. Let's do this thing. So let's connect to the internet. Let's talk to the nice scientist lady. Why must Celesteela know a move that is, like, super effective against its two weaknesses? This is the question. This is the question. Okay, so 0921 0252. But anyway, Gardenia sucks in a Piplup playthrough. Prepare for it. I cannot imagine how you do it in, like, Diamond and Pearl. But in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, it was... And unless, like, you just rely on the bad... Like, they don't pick the moves you need them to not pick. Because, again, they select the moves randomly. That's the only thing I can think of. So Kevin, Kieran, Onlara. Okay, yeah. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Because I fear I might have just disconnected from everyone. I definitely had some kind of internet disconnect there, maybe because I didn't select too quickly. Okay, I'm gonna have Mainectric. Mainectric and Charger Bug could be a good duo here, because I don't know why. I do apologize to Leon for kind of excluding Leon earlier, but we'll just have Cam now, and then we'll get Kieran in on, like, the next one. Okay, Cam went for Grovyle. That's not great, but we'll see. So this is Celesteela. We want fire and electric. There's electric to the right, and then there's also fire in the top left. Let's see what we got. Okay. The electric is Magneton, which isn't great. There's also Heliolisk. The fire is Heatmore. Heatmore is a Neatmore. Do we want to go left so we can get the Heatmore? I kind of want to go left to get Heatmore. Because the thing about the electric is Mainectric is going to absorb, like, any electric from Charger Bug. Like, basically, Charger Bug can power up Mainectric. Like, we'll still target the enemies with any electric moves that Charger Bug uses. But basically, Charger Bug could try and attack the enemy and then just, like, power up Mainectric. I need Shiny Heatmore. That's kind of why I want to go for it as well. It's just, the thing is, if we had a different electric type instead of Mainectric, I'd be like, oh, let's stack up the electric types. But because we have, because we do have a Lightning Rod Pokemon, it kind of, like, limits us to only, like, one electric. So, we'll have to see. I don't know what we do about switch. The thing, if we got Boofle on this side, did anyone catch what was in the second row? I kind of can't remember. The Boofy boy. Right. Okay. Cam going with the super effective. Nice. And this thing does have Sap Sipper, so... Okay, there's a Max Lightning. Very, very frightening me. Right, Mystical Fire. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, Clefable. Oh, yeah, Clefable was there, wasn't it? And is that who we're going to have... We'll have to look at who we can face. Oh, come on. Would be good if we could swap Gourgeist before Heatmore. But the thing is, Gourgeist has the Fire move is the thing. So it's like, do we want to get rid of Gourgeist? Because say if we're getting rid of it for, like, a Clefable, that, like, yeah, that's better for Heatmore, but it's not better for, it's not better for the Celesteela, though, is the thing. Whereas, like, Gourgeist is quite good against Celesteela. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. No, Lash Out, more like a Thresh Out. Oh, no, we were so close. Oh no. Watch, it would nullify our abilities now, so like the spark would have like hit if our abilities had just been nullified. Dang. Okay, Grovyle, it's up to you. One more Brick Break for the win. Cam, wham, bam. And Cam, if you are able to subscribe, subscribing is free and it means we can talk to you in the chat. No! No! It's got 1 HP! It's got 1 HP! Oh no. So do we want the final team of like Manectric, Chargebug, Gourgeist, and Heat? That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah. Like Chargebug and Manectric could kind of be like one half of the team, and then like Heatmore and Gourgeist could kind of be like the Sunny Day Fire Setter-uppers of the other. That's kind of what I was leaning towards. But we need to see what's in this second team, don't we? And this does mean we're going to need Cam to switch. So, like, Cam, I don't know if you're in the chat, but, like, Cam needs to switch for Heatmore. Okay. There's a way to tell if your team is attack or not. Look at the icons. That's true. I kind of forget that. I don't really look at that because I kind of just count on you guys to do good moves and stuff. Oh gosh, Chargebug does... On Lara, do you want to do a science... Oh no, no, because I don't know which one of these is better. They both, like... Lipid's kind of frail. Oh, sorry. If maybe we could have like Chargebugged the science or scienced the Chargebug. I'm sorry if that was the right thing to do. I went for Lipid because it's like frailer. Like we might be able to beat Lipid in like one turn, whereas like Clefable we're not beating in one turn. So that's the thing. Grovyle has Brick Break is what I was thinking as well. So if this ends up being a terrible mistake, then I do apologize. But the thing I was just kind of thinking is, Chargebug probably has like one, you know, it can probably, you know, it can't even tank like one attack. So it's like, and so basically we need to KO this thing as quickly as possible. If let's say if the Lipid attacks attacks randomly, and it's got like a 1 in 4 chance of going after Chargebug. It's like, oh, okay, Torment. Okay. Okay, I can take a Torment. That's fine. Right, there's Brick Break. Here's Rising Voltage. Although, oh no, my Torment. That means I'm not going to be able to use electric. Like electric terrain's probably about to be set up, but I'm not going to be able to utilize it. Oh no, Max Quake. Okay, boosting the old special defense. I like it. So yeah, I have to use like Overheat this. Well, I could use Swift, but I think I'm just going to go with Overheat because we're so close to KOing this. Right, assurance. No! Oh, guys, you're hanging in there. Right, brick break. More like a deep fake. Right, overheat. Yes! Alright, team 3. Or is this team 4? I don't even know. No, team... There's a team 3, right? Team 3, I'm smiling with glee. Oh, right, the lightning rod. Yeah, you can't even use max lightning still, because it's still lightning rodded. Yes, sorry, I'm being a ding-dong. Usually I remember this, but today I didn't. I'm just very worried about all this low health. Oh, gosh. I will just say, like, Evan K, Ixnay on the immediately A, pressing the eBay button A when we do the switching on the next round, because we definitely want to make sure someone has this, and also, like, Lara Olay, also Ixnay on the immediate eBay pressing bay. I know that's not how you do that. I'm just being like silly at this point. But just don't like wait until, you know, because like Cam, you're gonna switch your heat more here, okay? But just, you know, for the others, like just don't press it right away. Oh, there are berries. Okay, I did not know. I'm too panicky to be paying attention. But no, well done on Lara and Kevin. Okay. So yeah, anyway, all this to say, I got my shiny Whismers, I did my quick playthrough of Diamond, I'm in the middle of my playthrough of Brilliant Diamond, and on Wednesday, on Pokemon Go, my, what I think is like 80 plus raid dry spell of not, like 85-star raid dry spell, in Pokemon Go, like 5-star raids, not getting shinies. It finally ended. I got shiny Latias, so that was really cool. Because I did kind of need that one. So yeah, I got shiny Latias. That was fun. Oh crud, I don't like that. Max Phantasm, more like donate plasm. Okay, dig quick before the hyena come. Okay. So oh man, we really need to KO this. We need to KO this so bad. We just gotta hope that it uses like Sunny Day on Grovyle or me, and then we'll win. Or if we get a crit here. Okay, I don't think a crit would have won. But yeah, so I did get the Latias. So I got Latias, I got the Spinder, I got 2 Whismers, and I beat Pokemon Diamond. Oh no, he used fire on Grovyle. No Vile. Okay, but yeah, we're going to be switching Grovyle for Heat Mord, so that's okay. Right, come on. Charger Bug. You can do it, buddy. Oh, no. Okay, Cam, we need one heck of a cheer from you. Actually, a heal cheer would be really good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this... It's feeble. Okay, but there's the electric. Woohoo. There we go. And there we go. Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. Also, did everyone wish Sarah a happy birthday yesterday? If you didn't, you better wish Sarah Miller Cruz a happy birthday now. I just realized I didn't say Sarah Miller Cruz. And I was like, Sarah Miller Cruz. But yeah. But yeah, no, so I've had a good week in Pokemon gaming. I got my Spinder, got my Whismers, I did the Diamond, I got Latias, and now I'm doing Brilliant Diamond. So, Cam, you're switching. Excellent, good. Right, and Cam, you're gonna Dynamax. Oh yeah, Cam, just make sure when you Dynamax and you use Max Flare, you use your like overheat version of Max Flare, the one with like the 5 pp. Don't use your physical one, like go with special Dynamax, and then we should be good. But here we go. Thank Arceus for the berries. Okay. So here we go, everyone. Here we go. Oh, I don't know how many lives. Do we have 3 lives or 2 lives? Or I didn't pay attention. I think we have 3 though, right? Right. Wham, bam. Thank you, Cam, and a sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Right, here we go. Will we get redemption? This is the question. I hope the answer is yes. Because last round was unfair. Krusty Krab fun fair. Right, okay. Okay, there's the rising voltage. There's mystical fire. We'll have to see how much damage we do. The thing, if we do enough damage on turn 1, I could use like an overheat for turn 2. Oh, for the love of Nelly. Those earthquakes really are brutal. Right, here's the max flare. Oh, nice! I know, stop spamming it. Like, Earthquake feels like it should be like its like special move or something, but oh well. Okay, so here's the funny thing. Actually, yeah, so Overheat is definitely now like my more powerful move because like 70 times 1.5 is 105. But we have the Sun Up as well now, so I'm just going to go with Overheat because this is the more powerful thing, and I've had a special attack boost. So, oh, nice. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's getting desperate. There's Mystical Fire. Will the sun do enough? Yes! Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Well done, Team 3. Oh, but yeah, Earthquake really feels like it should be its, like, desperate move or something, and it's not. But yeah, never use a Ditto on a Celesteela, because if you disconnect, it will end badly. Okay. Well done, Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars. Get those emojis in. Wish everyone good shiny luck. Let's see. 11. Okay, so maybe we could have something like 13 or 14 likes now, maybe. If you haven't clicked like on the video, now's... Oh, Boofalon! The Boofy boy! Boofy boy! Boofy boy! Boofy boy! Boofalon was like one of my first shinies like a year ago. That's so cool! Lipard! Will we get a Tenchi's Choice? Heap more! It's not a neat more. But will I get the shiny Celesteela? No! But Boofy boy, nice. Okay, so no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there. Maybe Cam got a shiny as well. Pretty cool. It's Lax! There you go, look at that. Naughty, modest, hasty. Let's not be too lax. It's got a lax nature. Told you, they're always lax. Lax or gentle or a dupe. Okay, Boofy boy. Hey there, Boofy boy. Da 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 da. Right, Boofalon. We're bringing home the bacon and the buffalo. Right, so would you like to take Boofalon with you? Why, yes, I would. Excellent, excellent. Oh, shiny Lipard. Oh, that could be fun, actually. Because, yeah, I mean, it is a dupe. Yeah, on Lara, if we have time at the end, yeah, we could do that. We could totally do that. So, would you like us to keep a record of where you found Celesteela? I'm going to say yes. So, chat, can I... Alex, congrats on the Boofalon. You actually got your first DA shiny, a Lampant of what's doing rounds of Suicune. Yes, that's awesome, Alex. Also, hi, Alex. But hi, you're at work right now. So chat, can I just... Okay. I kind of want to see if we can do the Nihilego next. Yeah, I kind of want to see about the Nihilego. Can we... Okay. Can we just do... I don't... Maybe I should have updated this to... Yeah, I didn't... Dang it, I should have updated that. I should update the tickets to say, and the wild card is Nihilego or something like that. But anyway. But chat, can you guys let me know, out of like all 4 of them, who you are able to do? I would like to do Nihilego, because, I mean, Kieran's definitely in the next round, but I just want to see if we can do Nihilego or not here. So let me know about Nihilego, Ready, Set, Bow, all that stuff. Let's see who can do what. Thunderous, Celesteela, Stack Attacker, Nihilego. Let me know about all of them. Don't, if you have the ticket for Nihilego, let me know. But I think it's probably just Kieran. But yeah, let me know. We'll figure out what we're going for here. I'll tell you what's really funny, right? Ever since we have had only 4 Pokemon, right? Ever since we've only had 4 Pokemon, so we've got the 3 regular and then the 1 wild card, right? So then what we've kind of been in a situation of is basically we should do those 4 Pokemon and then we should just have like an extra round, like, sort of, okay, and then we'll just do one of them again. But like every time we have either had, apart from one time, we have always had like a disconnect or a loss. So like if we've had a loss, we've been like, oh, can we try that again? And if we've had a disconnect, it's like, oh, well, let's do that again. So we've only had like one time, I think, maybe 2, but only like one time where we've actually like picked, some kind of like extra, like yesterday we cut the stream off early, so we didn't get to do 5. And then like today we did a repeat because of, a loss. So, okay. So yeah, Kevin can do the initial 3. Kieran can obviously do Nihilego. Okay. This is hard because we don't have enough people for Nihilego. But then, because I'm kind of thinking maybe if we did like Thunderous again, that works for like Kevin, Kieran, and Sky. And then maybe if like Kiba comes back or something, we could do... If Kevin's willing to do Nihilego, then here's maybe what I'm proposing. Let's do like a Thunderous now, because we have a bunch of people who are able to do Thunderous, right? And who need a Thunderous and haven't got one in their game and all that stuff, right? So let's just do a Thunderous now, because like that works and no one's really compromising. I know Thunderous isn't a great shiny, but you know what I mean when I say we're not really compromising. But then, if in like 20-25 minutes or whatever, we like don't really have enough of anything, maybe then we could have like Kevin give a helping hand for a Nihilego or something like that. So Kieran could host a Nihilego, Sky could join us, and then Kevin could join us. But again, that's only if like nobody else joins, because again, maybe Kiba will come back, maybe we'll get some, like Sabertooth will swing by or something. We'll figure it out. So does that sound okay for now? Like if we do a Thunderous now, and then maybe we could work on, and then, if we don't, if nothing changes between now and like 20-25 minutes from now, we'll do a Nihilego. But if we do get some people come by, maybe, because maybe it's like, oh, we have enough for a Stack Attacker now or whatever, we'll see how it goes. So hopefully that's okay. And then, yeah. So let's anything goes. Thunderous, Stack Attacker, Celesteela. So Thunderous. So let's just get... Oh, hang on a minute. Guys, I'm going to do Pi for the wink for the second bit. I just want to make sure that, I just want to make sure that, like, the 3 of you who we have just arranged get into this, if that's okay. So hopefully you know the first part, and then the second part we'll do... So like it's an 0314. Oh, Alex, got to get back to your job. Good luck on the shows. Thank you, Alex. That's really kind. Have an amazing rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your weekend. But yeah, hang on. I'll do this. But yeah, I just want to make sure that the team we have because we've had this happen twice today, I just want to make sure that, like, the team we actually assign, you know... Yeah, no, Kieran, I agree. Like, when we've had, like, I always, I think we've kind of, like, I think this has kind of become clear over the year, but, like, look, if someone joins because, like, they have to wait the 5 minutes and they don't want to wait the 5 minutes, so it's, the first half, and then the second half is 0314, okay? But if any of you have issues getting in, like, let me know. So this is Kevin, Kieran, and Sky. Kevin, Kieran, Sky. I should have put. I don't think I actually put it in the spreadsheet. In fairness, but you guys can't see the spreadsheet. So, but if we have Kevin, Kieran, Sky for Thunderous, so now the spreadsheet's not working. Spreadsheet. Kevin, Kieran, Sky. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the spreadsheet's doing that weird thing where it just won't let me add anyone. Like, hang on, I need to, like, add some fake people to the spreadsheet, just so I can actually select. Like, there we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. So Kieran, you've got 1 minute. No, that's okay, Lara. That's the thing. I always like to give. So I always like to give people the benefit of the, if someone's joining, I do like to give them the benefit the first time. I know I didn't do that for Leon today, and I do apologize for that. We might have to bail in a few seconds. I don't know why this code hasn't been typed in, but oh, hey, we made it. Okay, awesome. We made it. Awesome. Okay, so sorry for that. I just wanted to make sure you guys definitely got in, because just today has been weird. Cryogonal is ice, so that's nice. Sand Slash is also ice, which is nice. So ice and rock, pseudo wudo. And then Magneton's okay. Magneton resists electric. Oh, communication error. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you got in. Okay, let's see what we got here. Steel is good against rock and ice, which is funny. Tyrantrum to the left. There is Palpitoad as well, but I'm more excited by the Tyrantrum. There is Relicanth, but I'm more excited. We could face the Relicanth. But I think we probably want to do the Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum resists electric as well. Yeah, I think if we... I know I keep saying the word Tyrantrum a lot, but if we go for Tyrantrum, I think the rest of this is then let's just pick whatever's easy, / maybe we could go for the Relicanth, for, like, just to beat it, because we need it as shiny. But yeah. Xander asked a good question that I will answer in a sec, but I just want to finish my point about... So, like, if someone joins, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, except for, like, Leon today, because I don't know, I felt bad that, like, the one person who hadn't played today, like the one person in the team who was supposed to be in the team who hadn't played, like, wasn't in the team. It was, like, the two people who had played, and then the one person who hadn't, like, it just didn't, like... I didn't like that. But I know, I kind of wish Turtonator and Drampa were here. But I guess they are version exclusive, so that's why they don't do it. But I think there are like a couple of sort of version exclusive or version exclusive adjacent things in this mode, right? I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, yeah. If someone joins, I'm usually, apart from today, just because today was a weird circumstance, but I'm willing to like give the benefit of the doubt, and then whatever. But like, but if someone joins and then they don't subscribe, or if someone joins and then it's kind of clear they're not really even like following along or whatever, it's just one of those things where, it's like, no, you have to like, you kind of need to again, it's called like playing with my chat, it's not just like playing with random people who I give out my code and play with random people. It's like playing with my chat, so I don't love that. Okay, but and like you guys are here and you're kind of like following along and joining in, and so again, I don't mind if someone is like being held back by the 5 minutes, and so they're like, kind of being a bit presumptuous, but with good intention. Like we've had that a lot, where someone has then, like the 5 minutes are up and then they're in the chat and they're like, hi, I'm so and so, I've been waiting to join the chat. Like that's great, but yeah, when you have someone where they don't join the chat, like that's like, again, you get your one, but then you don't get any more. So anyway, Xander asks, who is everyone's favorite champion? I'm gonna go through and like sort of not rank the champions sort of thing like in order, but I'll sort of go through and kind of just give a quick review of all of them. So Game 1, like Red and Blue, the rival being a champion. Don't like it. I have talked in the past about how I don't really like final bosses being characters that you've faced before or beat before. I don't like in like Mario games when you've like fought Bowser before you fight him. That even includes Super Mario 64, where that final fight with Bowser is epic, but it would have been more epic if you'd have never fought him until that point. I'm just saying. So Magneton for Tyrantrum, Magneton, Kieran's gonna switch a Magneton, Kieran's gonna switch a Magneton, and a Magneton, and Kieran switches the Magneton. Nicely. So I'm not that fussed about the rival being the champion. It's like an interesting plot point thing. Do we want to go for the bug just because we're good against bug? I'm going to pick the bug just because Relicanth could be dangerous for us to fight against. I want to pick the Relicanth to battle against, but I fear we would lose to it quite badly if we did. Because we've got a load of like rocks and ices and things that just... I'm sorry, Relicanth. I wanted to go for you, but... Onlara does give a very good answer. But yeah. So Colin, hi. Oh, you got a Switch too, and you're liking it so far. Excellent, that's good. Good. Everyone seems to be enjoying their Switch too, except me, if I had one. But like Xander's like, I'll trade you my Switch 2 for some shiny luck. It's like, I'm sorry, Xander. I can't do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Relicanth in a Thunderous DA. Yeah, it doesn't... I wanted to go for it just to, like, fight it. Not to keep it, but just to fight it. But our team is really not equipped to fight a Relicanth either. So yeah. So Game 1, the rival... I'm not that keen. It's an interesting thing, but, like, 20 years later, nobody cares. It's like a fight you've won, like, 5 times before, and he doesn't really have that good a team in the first few games because the moves are terrible and stuff like that. But no, it is still cool. But he's actually better in like as a gym leader in the second game. Oh, and it missed, and there's 2v in front of you. Second game, Lance. He's not that much better, to be honest. Like, yes, you haven't fought him already, but you did in the previous game, and he has 3 Dragonites. Like, it's just such like a boring team. So, I'm not that fussed about it kind of thing. And again, it's sort of like a I mean, there is like one objectively like that champion is bad, which we'll get to, but you guys know who it is. Gen 3. Gen 3, Steven Stone, excellent champion. Yes, he doesn't have all of one type, but there's like a theme to it, and his team is just genuinely like quite nicely rounded and is good, and Steven's like a really good champion. So Steven's definitely up there for me. I like Wallace as well. Wallace gets like a lot of flack. I don't really know why. His team is really good. Like if his Ludicolo starts using double team and then like Leech Seed, like you're in real trouble. Like if you do not have Aerial Ace on your team and it gets to using the double teams, you can be in real trouble against that Ludicolo. I'm just telling you. And it's got good special defense. So, should we do Carkol? Because we got a load of rock types, and rock is nice with extra rice. Oh, actually, no, I forgot 2 champions who suck. But yeah, anyway, Gen 4, Cynthia. So I really like Wallace. I think Wallace is actually really good as well. I think he's pretty close to Steven. I think under certain circumstances he could actually even be better than Steven. I know people like saying Steven's like really great or Steven's better than Wallace, but I actually think it depends on circumstances. But anyway, Bark. So Gen 4 Cynthia, like, I mean, a lot of people say she's the best for a reason because she probably is the best. Like, she's fantastic. Love Cynthia. Great design, great team. Just. Yeah, just incredible. Incredible. Incroyable. I'm going to Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. Maybe I should have used Reflect. Oh, well. And then Gen 5, Alder. Alder is falls under the 2 champions where it's like, Alder sucks. You don't even get to fight him. Yes, in the post-game. No, that doesn't count, okay? He lost. He lost to a hippie who doesn't even have a name. His name is a letter. The guy doesn't even have a full name. It's just a letter. And he lost to this hippie dude who doesn't even, like, train Pokemon. Like, he lost. He's a failure and a loser. But I did quite like him in the, like, not Pokemon Generations, whichever one afterwards, I don't know. The Andrew Eels voiced him. Like, I liked him in that. But other than that, Alder is a loser. He's a loser. I do not like my champions to be losers. Foreshadowing. I mean, that's kind of why I don't really like Blue that much, because, like, he's a loser. To be honest. But anyway, Bark. But Iris is quite good. It's a bit of a shame that just like a gym leader is upgraded to a champion, but the music is great. Her outfit's really good. The music is great, and she like has a pretty good and solid team. And the music is great. Don't know if I've said that. But yeah, so Black and White 2, you know, Iris is good. Gen 6 Diantha, she's alright. Like you see her around a bit and stuff. Her team's pretty good. Like, you know, she's like pretty good. I mean she's better than like Lance and Blue, but she's just not as cool as like Cynthia or Steven or anything. But she's still she's like better than average kind of thing. Alola is Onlara as the champion of Alola. But yeah, right, we don't want the Carkol. Normally Carkol would be good normally, but we don't need it. We don't need it. Oh, 2,730. 2 times odds for Latias. Wasn't Wallace also gym leader turned champion? Yes, but I don't know. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Sorry, because that's true. I didn't really bring it up for him, but I did for Iris. But yeah, I don't know. I would find it more interesting if you had like some kind of different champion or something. I think if you just take a gym leader and like upgrade them, I don't know. It's why I sort of don't like Lance, because you sort of take this guy who's already part of the Elite Four and then you like upgrade him a bit. I don't, you know, it's just like eh. Right, Ice Beam, more like a Nice Beam. But no, Alola though. No, in fairness, Alola kind of has like sort of 2 different ones. The second one is like you fought them a bunch of times before, so it's a little bit. I do like the fake out, like the cutscene leading up to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is good. But in the first game, facing off against Kukui is a lot of fun. Music's great. He has a good team. And yeah, I like it. And you don't have to fight him like earlier in the game or anything. So, but yeah, Sword and Shield, Leon. Leon is fantastic. I think if there is a champion to... I think if there... Of the champions who could rival Cynthia, I do think Leon is, like, one of them. He's really cool. I like how his team changes. Like, he's got a really good, like, dynamic sort of changing team. Like, they all, you know, good Pokemon, good movesets. He's just a really great guy. Onlara makes like a sort of says a thing that like he's, you know, involved in the story in a fun way. He's got a lot of personality and character, I think, that really kind of comes throughout like his dialogue and stuff in the story. I like that he's the brother of the rival, and I like what that does for the rival and like his story. So Leon is just like really, really cool. Leon is just like really again, like he's quite prominent. I like that there's a lot of lore about him. Because here's the thing, with a lot of the earlier champions, you kind of see them around a bit, right? And then like when you get to the champion room, it's like, oh, it's me, I'm the champion, kind of thing, right? I think Diantha's like one of the ones where they like, older they kind of do that, but then he's a loser, you don't fight him. Did I mention he's a loser? Diantha, they do mention she's the champion, I think. But anyway, Tyrantrum is a no. A Selgor is a no. Carkol is a no. But will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? No. Well, that sucks. Lag. I don't have any lag on my preview, so hopefully we're okay. But yeah. Let's see. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Quirky, sassy, careful, and serious. I'm going to go with the Tyrantrum. But okay. Let's see who's around for a final... So, like I said, we could do the Nihilego with, like, Kieran, Sky, and Kevin, if there's, like, no one else. But let's just see. So could you guys, gals, non-binary pals, let me know if you're around to do anything? If you can do it, in particular, if you can do a Nihilego. I do need to update Nightbot. If you're able to do if you're able to do a Nihilego in particular, let me know. But let me know if you can do any of my Pokemon. Again, I kind of would like to do the Nihilego with Kieran hosting. We could have, like, Sky join in. But ready, set, bow. But if anyone can do a Nihilego, now's the time to let me know. If you can't do Nihilego, let me know out of, like, Thunderous, Celesteela, Stack Attacker. But we'll aim for... we will see if... But yeah, Kevin is available as a support, possibly. But we'll see how it goes from there. Yeah, Jupiter's accidentally multi-posting. And on Lara, if you are good to do a trade in like 20 minutes, like if you are still around for that, I'll happily do that. I mean... If I was more organized, we could have done it now whilst I was arranging this final raid. But I think, to be honest, let's go with, like, Kieran... Yeah, let's go with, like, Kieran, Sky, and Kevin as we sort of previously, like, set up for. And then we'll call that the final one of the day. Hopefully someday we will have a stream where we just do, like, the 4 Pokemon we need. And then we'll decide on what the 5th one will be. And that'll be, you know... But anyway, we've been having bad luck lately. So let's talk to the scientist lady. We're going to say anything goes, unless you're Kieran. And then we will do this, and this, and this, and this. And I will await for a code from Kieran. I won't start typing in things accidentally before realizing I'm not hosting. But yeah, so Kieran is going to give us a code. Kevin. Colin says about playing, so maybe Colin could join. But Colin, just do make sure you're watching live, okay? Because that was a very late response. So, hang on, I will just do... Make sure you are watching live, but maybe if, like, Colin, if you want to join this one, the code is 54135692. Okay, so 54135692. That's going to join you with myself, Kieran, and Sky. We'll give you until like 59 seconds, but don't forget about the 59-second rule. So if you don't get in by 59 seconds, then maybe Kevin could join us. If you haven't liked the stream... Oh, hang on a minute. No. Hang on. Cam, you gotta subscribe. Right, let's try that again. Sorry, Kieran, you'll have to do another code, I'm afraid. Colin was Colin, at least back in the day. So yeah, Colin, because your name in the game was just Colin, right? Just to double check, let's see. Let me check the old spreadsheet. Let's just check. Colin. Could you guys let me know once you are like in the lobby, if that's okay? Don't worry, I'm gonna do it in a sec on Lara. Don't worry. I am. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to do it like every time, but because like it's a helpful visual aid. But don't worry, I am gonna do it this time. Okay, so Sky is in the lobby. So yeah. Spreadsheet, can you work? Okay, so Colin, let me know once you're in the lobby, okay? And then once you're in the lobby, we'll get this thing going. Are you kidding? Okay. Right. Okay. Hang on. I'm just going to do that. Cam. On this channel, we assign teams. We've assigned a team, okay? You're obviously, like, following along. You can obviously hear that we've assigned a team, okay? We've assigned a team of players. And it's their turn to play. It's not your turn to play. If you want to play, you can subscribe. We gave you the first one as a benefit of the doubt, you know, to give you a chance. But, like, subscribing is free. It's one click. All you had to do was click that button, and then you could join us in on chat. That's all you had to do. And, like, we're going to have to, like, end the stream in a sec if you don't, you know, like, because, but basically, it's not your turn, okay? It's Colin, Skywatcher, and Kieran's turn, okay? So, okay, let's see. Let me think about a way to do this. I'm just trying to think what's like a good... This is why sometimes I've wondered if we've needed like some kind of like emergency code. But the thing is, Colin wouldn't. If I was like, okay, guys, wink, wink, here's the emergency code. Colin wouldn't know the code. So, but maybe like a different day we'll come up with one or whatever. Yeah, I don't think. I think with like chat, it just blocks people from like typing into chat rather than seeing it, right, Xander? Like, I think we've sort of... I don't think it you can just, like, how do we do this? But yeah, Cam... The only thing I have to suggest, there's one suggestion I have, and it's maybe if we had, like, say, Kieran, myself, Colin, and then we'll see if we can get Sky. But if we can't get Sky, then Kieran and I can just do the thing. So like, we might just have to kind of, like, accept we've got, like, someone, you know. So we might, but then we can stop it, like, you know. Kieran hasn't given us a code. Hang on. Oh, hang on, wait. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna try the code and see if it works. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, now there's a new code. Hang on. Okay. No, Kieran, you do not need to apologize at all. You're not being... Cam is the one who's being very rude and inconsiderate and just very unpleasant. So you have nothing to apologize for. Okay. So, Colin, if you type it... There is a new code now. Well, no, I kind of want to see if Sky can get in. If we can get Sky and Colin. But the thing I'm going to suggest is, Kieran, we'll just go ahead anyway, Kieran. But then afterwards, if we both do the thing afterwards, okay, then we should be okay. Okay, Colin's in. So, Sky, we just need you. If, like, Kevin wants to be on, like, super duper standby, then yay. But Colin is in, so we just need Sky, hopefully, and then... Okay, Sky's in. Huzzah. Fantastic. Well, Cam, if you're listening, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Again, we take turns and everything here. So, yeah. Okay, Nihilego, super duper mega weak to ground. And then, shall we... I don't know if... We did talk about this before. Do we... Should we just have a policy of if someone joins but doesn't join the chat, should that just be like an auto ban in future? Like should we just do like an auto ban in the future? Because we don't like... I have theories and ideas of how to counter it, but it doesn't help. But it only works if, like, we have, like, a load of, like, really familiar regulars in chat kind of thing. Okay, we've got ground to the left, but it's Seismitoad. Oh, okay, so Golurk is in the top left. And we do need to be more... okay, this is... Okay, I'm just going to pick left because we need to, like, go left. Maybe we could have... I'll tell you what. I don't know. Maybe if we did have, like, Seismitoad. Yeah. On Lara, that's a good idea, yeah. That's a good idea. What do you mean, Colin? Well, no, Colin, it wouldn't... you wouldn't be able to do that by mistake. Unless you're talking about something else, but... What we're talking about, like, you couldn't really do by mistake. You would have to do it very, like, actively. And plus, we kind of, like, recognize... But again, it's called, like, you know, Bo plays with his chat. So it is kind of like, hey, you do need to join the chat to... Yeah. Yeah, like you have till the end of the... And that could be like a fun thing. We could sort of make that a fun thing, like where we make up our fun lore and stuff like that. It's like, right, you have until the end of the chat to subscribe and say hello, otherwise you will be getting banned at the end of this. But yeah. And then we can do our like lore where we make up fun things about people. And then... But, because, yeah, that's the thing. The adventures take, like, at least, like, 15 minutes or whatever from that point. From, like, joining up to afterwards, it's, like, 15 minutes. So, yeah, okay. And sabotaging is, like, yeah, you were on a... Or if you play poorly enough that we wonder if you are a saboteur, that's a bad. Like, they may not even be saboteurs, they may just be terrible, but it's like, okay, but you're gone. So, well, no, but Colin, if people don't join it, why is it a bad idea, Colin? Again, this is for people who do not subscribe, which is free, and don't say hi in the chat. All we need is for someone to say, hello, that's me who joined. That's it. They don't even need to do, like, anything else. They don't need to, like, actively be in the chat. It's just, if someone goes, hi, that's me, that's literally all we need. But it's just, like, you know, it's unfair for people if... it's unfair if someone just keeps trying to join in when it's not their turn. And that's kind of what we experienced today. So, okay, yeah, so a bomb of snow is not very good, but I mean, if there's something I'm not thinking of, please let me know. But again, this is, if someone is not subscribed, and they're not joining in on chat, and they're like actively watching and listening, and they're even looking through the chat, which is what was happening here, like this was someone actively looking through chat, but refusing to subscribe and join in. So they were actively, like, and we were saying, hey, you're stealing your place from, like, someone else who, you know, like, we have assigned teams, and you are stealing a place from someone who is assigned a team, and they are listening to you say that, and they still ignore you. That is bad. Like, so, you know, it's like, that is, like, bad behavior, and so it's like, you need to, like, cut that out. And so one way to do that is to, like, you know, ban people, basically. I'm gonna go... I'm just gonna go Lumberry. So if there's something that I'm missing, like, let me know. But again, but if you are like, but it's very clear when like someone is like actively watching or like listening as well. Like, this was a person who was, like, very... You know, this wasn't someone who just looked online, found a code, typed it in, and then walked away. This was someone very actively looking at the chat. And we have had... Actually, I don't think we've had someone so persistently look at chat before. So that's also, like, a thing. Okay. I was going to originally use a liquidation, but because we've got Cloud 9, I'm actually going to use a max knuckle here. But I do think we want to get rid of Altaria, right? At the end of this, you see, like, this here pulls up list of people you just played with, your band, clicks names. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, it's a willingness to participate in the process of teams being assigned instead of just jumping in whenever they want. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to say it. You have to post it in the chat. But yeah. But I think basically today's incident has kind of shown us, like, I think like today's incident has shown us there are people who are willing to kind of like skirt around the rules, basically. And so we kind of need to just like, if we see that potential like on the horizon, we need to snip it out. I feel bad for like cutting out the like Leon earlier, but it's just one of those things where like Sky and Onlara had played, but like Kiba hadn't, and the one person who got kicked out was Kiba, and so I was kind of like, hey, can we like, you know, if it'd been Kiba and then one of you two, and then Leon, I would have been like, okay, you know, let's let this person play because like they haven't played. But I was like, well, the only person who hasn't played like isn't getting to play this time either. So, but yeah. So I mean, if there's any, I do love making up lore about random joints. No, me too. But here's the thing: most of the time, 5 minutes later, we see them. Like most of the time, we see them 5 minutes later, and we have had a lot of wonderful interactions with people that way. So again, with the exception of like Leon today, just because of the circumstances that led up to it, I don't mind. I don't mind, and I'm like happy to have, you know, like a random person join in. But there is this kind of expectation where, here's the thing: there is an expectation that they need to like follow the rules, and like, if they're not like kind of in chat or something, if we don't know a single thing about them, it's kind of hard to know whether they're gonna do that or not. Like they may play the game, but like, you know, even if they play the game quite well, like, okay, they're using like stab super effective moves, that doesn't mean they're going to be respectful afterwards. And a very easy way to do that, and if someone is like actively watching in like in a way where you can tell they're actively watching, you then end up with a situation where, I do think this Seismitoad could, well, indeed he's got Psychic, so no. And Linu, I do think, Colin, you could switch and like we could do like some Screech strats here, but oh well. Because like, Altaria is bad for Nihilego. But, okay, never mind. But oh well. Oh, okay. I will go with a Life Orb, because that's actually like much better. So you have to post in chat to be assigned a team after all. That's the thing. It's just kind of like you don't have to like have conversations with everyone or everything. You don't have to like talk about, oh, who's your favorite champion, or what's your favorite flavor of ice cream, or oh, what did you guys get up to this weekend? But like, yeah, but to just like be assigned a team, you need to like communicate that with us. And so if you're not willing to do that, it's like, well, again, I am going to give priority to people who do that bare minimum of hitting that free subscribe button, and like just say, yeah, I can do a Thunderous or I can do a Nihilego. Like, I don't think it's too much to ask. And again, if someone is actively watching in such a way where you know they're listening to you say, hey, we take it in turns and stuff, but they still ignore that, that's not, you know, so, but anyway, Kevin's gotta go. Thank you very much, Kevin. Take care. Have a wonderful time. Bye-bye. And see you next week. But I might try and do some weekday streams soon. Like, it depends. Like, if we get close to my, like, beginning of November cutoff point for these streams, and I still don't... If I have, like, 4 tickets instead of 3... again, Dragon Pulse, like, Max Wormwind is the better move there. But, okay, Max Knuckle, Mulligan Max Shuckle. Like, this week I do have a session. So, Colin, no, you should have taken the previous Pokemon. We want Linoon to switch for this Golurk. But sorry, I got caught up in talking about things, which is why I didn't get to say specific. I wasn't sure about like who should switch last time, but like you were the best one to switch last time. But like Sky has Linoon, right? Skyloon. Oh no, wait, hang on, who? Yeah, so if Sky switches for the Golurk, that's going to be like the best thing here. But yeah. I don't know if it... Yeah, against the ×4 super effective, like Eviolite, even Eviolite wouldn't save you, unfortunately. 2468, that cheer was pretty great. If you do some Fridays, you could join those. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to... But yeah, so maybe I might try and check in on, like, what regular people can do what days. Because, like, obviously, like, Thursday is Xander Day. So that's, like, hey, that's, like, a guaranteed extra person. And then even if we just had, like, Kieran, Kevin, and Xander, like, hey, that's something, right? Same with, you know, so, like, if Friday is, like, on Lara Day, then, you know, maybe we could do Fridays or something. But yeah, as we get close to so, like, once we get into October, if I don't have this, like, extra shiny or something, like, maybe we'll do a couple of extra weekday ones or something. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so Linoon switch, it's time for Linoon to be switched, it's time for Linoon to be switched, But yeah, so yeah, I think yesterday was just a very weird, rare exception to everything. But I think if we keep doing the Saturdays and the Sundays, and then maybe we will do something like Thursdays and Fridays, like in October or something like that. We'll figure it out. Like, if any of those days are Halloween, then, like, we won't, but because people might be busy, but, like, we'll figure it out. Speaking of, want to know something funny that was for sale? I saw amiibos were on sale, but I'm presuming you're talking about at the con, right? What was on sale? Was it, like, Chongyun, or... I am curious now. Aren't the Miraidon and the Koraidon this Friday? And not Saturday? If you go on Saturday, you might miss it. I'm just giving you the heads up. Oh, they had a box that had a random SpongeBob fish figure in it. What, like one of the residents of Kabini. Oh my gosh, what is up with me? One of the random residents of Bikini Bottom, like one of those kind of fish, just like a regular, like one of their like regular anthropomorphic fish. That's wild. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm going like on Friday. I'm gonna double check like what time they're open, and I'm legit gonna go like an hour before they open or something like that, just to make sure I'm there on time. Like I'm not. I wish I were kidding, but I'm not even kidding. Ooh, okay, nice. Dang, that's wild. So when you say they had a box that had a random... What do you mean by, like, they had a box with a figure in it? This is the thing. Like if you just said they had, like, a... If you said they had a figure, like, new in box, I would be like, oh, okay. But do you mean... When you say box, do you just mean the packaging? Or do you mean... Or do you mean something else? Oh, dang. So close. Okay, we got it. Woo! Just a reminder that they legally cannot require you to make a purchase to get a code card. If they try, speak to a manager. Oh, yes, good point. Well said. It had a list of the possible ones. Oh, like that kind of thing. Oh, interesting. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Well done, everyone. But yeah, so maybe if we, maybe if like next week we don't like get a shiny or whatever, we will, you know, maybe as we like get into October and we like get closer to the November date, if I still have, because I want, before this series ends, I want to have only three or fewer legendaries remaining, right? Abomasnow is an Abomino. Seismitoad is a Seisminode. Golurk is also not shiny. On Lara, I'll get to a trade with you in a second. But will we get the Golden Nylego? No. Dang. You can have the page about the promotion on Pokemon's website pulled up. Pretty certain it says no purchase necessary. Yeah, I will make sure I do all the relevant screenshots and everything. Right, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Lax, though, I could tell that was Lax without even looking. Quiet, Rash, and Quiet. Too quiet. Oh, so quiet. I'm going to go with the Seismitoad. Why not? I do need a shiny Seismitoad. On Lara, why don't you set up a trading code, and then I will follow suit. Link trade, set link code. There we go. Yeah, why don't you set a code, and then as soon as you set it, I will have a look and type it in, and then we'll do this trade. Of course, you know what this means on Lara, though. This means that before I do wrap up this series in November, I will absolutely get a shiny Lipid. I'm just letting you know. 0921. Oh, I shouldn't say it out loud, should I? I shouldn't say it out loud. Should not have said that. Okay. I hope I typed that in as well. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if it says on Lara. On Lara, on Lara, on Lara. Hey there, boofy boy. Do 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 do. That is indeed a shiny Lipid, but I just need to check that you are indeed you, and that someone else is not being generous. Oh wait, can I not? Oh, check the other Pokemon summary. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I was like, I hit check summary on Lara. Well, unless someone has stolen your name and your identity. Oh, it's Jolly. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Then I will accept. Just trade it, trade it. Sorry. It doesn't really matter. I mean, if someone's giving me a shiny Lipid, it's like, you know. I didn't even check, actually, though, if it said, like, it came from the dungeons or whatever, but... the raid adventures. But yeah, here we go. Right, bye, Boofy boy. No, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I will absolutely be getting a shiny Lipid in the next few weeks. It'll be my next one. It'll be my next one I get, I'm sure. And yeah, it's not my proper league card, but there's a league card for you. That was a very quick, like, I am done now, bye-bye. But no, thank you on Lara. Thank you everyone for joining today. If you haven't yet hit that like button, now would be an amazing time to do so. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back next week. It's the last week of September next week, or last weekend of September next week. Good luck getting your shiny Miraidons and Koraidons if you're going on Friday or next weekend or whatever. Because yeah, that is indeed next week. I'll see you. Yeah, and then maybe next weekend we'll talk about what days and stuff could work for extra weekdays or whatever. Like this week I can't because I've got a session on like Wednesday. Or is it Thursday? I think no, Wednesday. So this week was Thursday. Next week is Wednesday. So I do have. So I do have a session this week, so which is kind of like an example of why I can't really like do these every day now. But maybe I could try and do some like Thursdays and Fridays or something. Because if we were doing like 20 Dynamax Adventures, because I was thinking, if we did Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right, that would be like 20 Dynamax Adventures in theory and game theory. And if we did that for like 5 weeks, that would mathematically get me the final... I need like just one of these legendaries, you know? If I don't get... Because if I have 3 left, that means I could, in theory, just solo them myself, you know? I could just grind offline for them, but I need to have only 3 tickets. But currently, I still need Kieran and Kiba and whoever else has Nihilego tickets. I think Kiba doesn't have a Nihilego ticket though. I don't think, right? I can't remember who else has the Nihilego ticket now. Someone does. Sabretooth did. So there we go. Yes, and don't forget to claim your Chi Yus and Tinglus and as I said, and Hu Taos, and that's not Hu Tao's not one. But no, Chi Yu, Tinglu, Chen Pao, and Wo Chen. All 4 of them are now available, but only for like 10 days or so, probably like a week now. So make sure you get them. Yeah. It was yeah, Xander had it as well. So there we go. So thank you again, everyone. I'm going to go see if I can beat Volkner and the Elite Four. I think I'll beat Volkner all right, but the Elite Four, that might take a few attempts. That might take a few attempts, some strategy, some items, or just like a ton of grinding or something. But anyway, but thank you again, guys. Take care. I'm gonna put this Lipard in Pokemon Home. So take care, everyone. Lots of love. See you later. See you next week. And then in October, maybe in October we'll try and do like Thursdays and Fridays or something. We'll figure that out next week, though. In the meantime, like if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't, and bye bye.